leaks and reveals everywhere. That's the story before E3. Why is all this happening? Does that mean E3 is not relevant? Well, let's figure this one out. Hi guys, Soul Controller here. The Electronic Entertainment Expo, otherwise known as E3, is the big daddy of all the gaming conferences. But we have Tomb Raider, Call of Duty, Battlefield, Fallout, Destiny, just to name a few games for which announcements have come in earlier than the climax that is E3. Why is this happening? The answer to this question lies in another question. A question that is asked by millions and millions of gamers after every E3. And that question's being, who won E3? Gamers, gaming journalists, YouTubers, everybody's talking about this topic. YouTube is full of videos discussing, dissecting, analyzing this particular question ad nauseum. And if you happen to see my video discussing this topic, just click like and subscribe. And moving ahead, a huge chunk of the post E3 mindspace is then occupied by incessant fanboys.
This E3 was won by Xbox One. You Sony ponies never had a chance.
Shut up, you Xbox. It's PlayStation won it this time. I'm sure we have better exclusives.
Shut up, you idiots. It was Nintendo Switch that won E3. We get to play another Mario game.
And in this fanboy dick measuring contest, the real essence of E3 sometimes gets lost. The essence being games, video games. I mean, let's face it, the third-party games never get as much attention as the exclusive games do. Tomb Raider was revealed a month and a half before E3 this year. Do you think they would have revealed this game had it been a platform exclusive, holiday exclusive, or whatever exclusive? I don't think so. After every E3, the most talked about games are exclusives, followed by a handful of third-party games which get a lot of attention, which usually have very pretty graphics. Ironically, those graphics get downgraded most of the time when they're released. The rest of it is just a fanboy pissing contest at the end of it. Now let's take an example of Call of Duty, one of the biggest franchises in all of gaming. You don't need an E3 conference to tell you that there's a Call of Duty game coming out this October, but you do need an E3 conference to tell you what that game is all about. But revealing the game a month before E3 allowed the game some breathing room. It allowed people to have a conversation around the game. People such as myself who went on complaining about the lack of single player campaign, then people who would discuss the blackout mode, which was basically Battle Royale shoehorned into Call of Duty mode, and other similar conversations. That lasted till Battlefield 5 came along and made its announcement. The conversation shifted to women in World War II, biker jackets, face paint, and a prosthetic arm. It was liberals versus conservative, the left versus right. Hashtag not my battlefield. This discussion wouldn't have blown up as much as it did if it were announced in the middle of E3. Who won E3 would have in some way diminished the intensity of this discussion. See where I'm going with this? E3 has not become irrelevant. It's become too relevant, too big, and too crowded. That is why publishers and developers are looking to reveal their games or have someone else leak their games before E3 to find some limelight, to find some breathing room, and to get into the conversation and mind space of gamers. Anyways guys, I am really looking forward to this E3. And as usual, my most anticipated games for any E3 are the games I know nothing about. These are the new IPs, the new unannounced sequels that'll all be revealed at E3. I generally don't make any lists of the most anticipated games because if I know the games already, I'm not that excited about it. It is usually the new stuff, the unannounced stuff, the fresh reveals that really attract me. And now for a public service message. I request you, no, I implore you, please direct some of your attention and appreciation towards the little guy. The smaller games, the indie games, games other than exclusive games, or these giant blockbuster AAA games. Anyways, I'm going to keep this video short. Do let me know in the comments below what are your most anticipated E3 games and what do you think is the answer to the question, who is going to win E3? And if you're watching this after E3, let me know who won E3. Please do like and share, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. Any kind of interaction from you guys means a lot to me. Soul Controller, signing out.